Look down this street, it runs straight. For as far as you can see, it is swept clean. Nobody here locks anything because theft is basically unheard of. And the walls around this city, part of the largest thing human beings have ever dug. It's the year 1600. Welcome to Benin. I'm Amara, and I walk through time. Today I'm in a rainforest kingdom in what is now southern Nigeria, home of the Edo people, ruled by a king they call the Oba. And before you ask, no, not the little country called Benin on today's maps. This Benin, the original. Look at these walls. That deep red earth isn't just packed, it's polished. People here burnish their house walls until they shine. A ship captain from Portugal saw the city and wrote home that it was bigger than Lisbon, that every street ran straight, and that people were so safe they didn't even have doors. Europeans were taking notes. Let's talk about the thing under my feet. This city and hundreds of villages around it sits inside a web of walls and ditches, all of it dug by hand, basket by basket. Surveys estimate the whole network at around 16,000 kilometers of earthworks. One science writer did the maths and said, in total length, that's 4 times longer than the Great Wall of China, and it holds a world record as the largest earthwork ever made before machines. No machines, no metal cranes, just organized people moving earth for generations. That's what a government that works looks like in 1600. But the reason I came, the palace, a Dutch writer said it was as large as a whole European town. And I believe him. I've been walking it for an hour. Look at these pillars. Every one of them is wrapped in plates of cast brass. Battles, processions, kings, the kingdom's whole story written in metal. Travelers drew towers up there topped with giant bronze birds and brass serpents sliding down the walls. And that is the Oba, the king. What he's wearing isn't fabric, it's coral, thousands of beads from crown to waist. In this kingdom, coral is worth more than gold, and only he decides who wears it. Now come meet the people who make the magic. This is Igun Street, home of the royal brass casters. It works like this. You sculpt your figure in beeswax, perfect, down to the eyelashes. You wrap it in clay and fire it. The wax melts away and leaves its shape behind, like a ghost. Then you pour in molten brass and break the mold open, which means every single piece is one of a kind. It can never be copied because the mold dies to set it free. Here's my favorite part. A lot of this brass arrived as bracelet-shaped money from European trade ships. They melted Europe's currency and turned it into art. So why isn't the city in your school books? In 1897, a British force burned it. The palace, the galleries, torched. Thousands of these bronzes were carried off and sold, which is exactly how the world's big museums got them. And when experts in Europe saw the plaques, they said Africans could not have made work this fine and went looking for any other explanation. Science settled it. The Edo made them, everyone. And right now, piece by piece, Germany, America, the Netherlands, the bronzes are going home. The Oba's line still reigns in Benin City. And on Igun Street, the same families are still casting brass, the same way on the same street. 500 years later, they burned the city. They could not burn the civilization. I'm Amara, and yes, before the comments, I'm an AI, a keeper of memory built with real historians to bring real history to life. Everything I showed you is real, and my sources are below. Next time, I'm going way back, 3,000 years, to the day Africans marched north and took the crown of Egypt itself. If you want to stand with the black pharaohs, subscribe and I'll see you in the past.